we do the 24-hour, and maybe we must do other things to complete what we do. Otherwise, we will not have capital. We will go and credit raw materials and produce, and they are sitting in warehouses.
And in our midweek city watch, we'll tell you how the Ghana cedi is gaining ground against the US dollar less than a week after the Bank of Ghana announced plans to inject $1.15 billion into the market this month. Johnny's research shows the cedi is now the best performer against the dollar globally in sports.
Well, President John Mahama urges Ghanaians to allow Otto Addo and his technical team to work without distractions.
Also, Ghana Health Service confirms rise in seasonal influenza cases in parts of the country as it warns children, the elderly, pregnant women and people with asthma, diabetes and heart disease will be the most at risk. And it's that time of the year again. It's the start of the National Science and Maths Quiz Competition, set to start in a matter of days with its highest participation ever, 174 schools in contention. These and more with me, Ofori. This is Johnny's independent, fearless and credible. This afternoon, there is a stark warning from activists and non-governmental organizations about threats to Ghana's population and financial security, as Galamsey's multidimensional harms are revealed in Joy News' Dear Mahama series. In the first episode, the spotlight is shown on teenage girls forced to choose between using filthy, dark, foul-smelling and pond water during menstruation or skipping school entirely. That's the grim reality for girls at Kwesi Basic School in the Agona East district of the Central Region. For 2 months now, they've lived without clean water after the Kwenyako headworks was shut down due to illegal mining.
So let's talk about things we can do to conserve our water bodies. Yes, Angel.
We should avoid illegal mining.
In this classroom at Kwesi Junior High School, lessons on clean water and hygiene are in full swing.
All our water bodies are being destroyed.
For girls like Irajua, a Form 3 pupil, menstruation turns school days into a struggle with fear, discomfort, and no clean water.
It's water crisis, and fetching from the Ofori is a bit challenging. I am a girl, and using this water when I'm menstruating is a bit difficult for me. But I have to adapt to it because of the crisis here.
Ghana has made strides in girl child education. Enrollment has risen. More girls are staying in school, and conversations around menstrual hygiene have grown louder. But here in Kwesi, a water crisis fueled by illegal mining threatens to erode those gains.
Our menstrual health is declining because of illegal mining. This is a cause of distraction for many of us because we are always thinking about where to get clean water.
We need water to clean our genital parts, to wash so that we can be clean, because we can't just change and use another sanitary pad. It affects us. It can give us infections.
The Ofori pond is their only source of water, dirty, murky and smelling.
I'm a Form 3 student.
I am a Form 3 student and we don't have much time left before our final exams.
Robert Yankee is the science teacher here.
Do you want their child to use this contaminated water to clean her genital part? It means that she will be introduced or she will be prone to more infections.
Nana Kwesi the fourth is the chief of Kwesi. He sees the daily toll the water crisis takes on his community and especially its children.
The children in this community don't even get water to drink. Sometimes lessons have to stop so they can go home to fetch water. It's a big source of worry for us.
I will need the government to help us with the illegal mining water issue and to put a stop to illegal mining, and we can come to school without being stressed and all those stuff.
President John Dramani Mahama is unconvinced to declare a state of emergency on mining on water bodies and forest reserves.
I've been reluctant to implement a state of emergency in the Galamsey fight, because we've not exhausted the powers we even have without a state of emergency.
Here in Kwesichukrom, girls like Irajua live in a constant state of emergency. They are victims of rivers poisoned by illegal mining.
Now reacting to the story, Africa President of International Federation of Female Lawyers, Ifua Aisen-Laoye, warned the development could seriously affect fertility among girl children and women.
And it's not only the girl child, it's also the woman and the men also in the community. But for the girl child, it's more troubling because they have to deal with this whilst in school. And we know that in these areas, they are already handicapped with very little resources. Competing with schools in Accra here is not easy. Then now you have to also consider your health and mental hygiene, and even your very survival living in the Galamsey area. And I don't think it's fair for the girl child in those communities to be going through this. And that's why we need the government to really take a second look at this Galamsey issue, especially on how it affects women and girls. And only God knows how it's going to affect our fertility in the next few years, how it will affect our population, because clearly fertility issues would automatically affect population issues. Hope that we hear something from the Ghana Health Service, the Ministry of Health, on direction on how to manage the situation. We are in already, it's a crisis situation.
Executive Director of Child Rights International, Brighter Pia, also explained on the AM show that it will cost the state millions of dollars to rehabilitate the thousands of girl children and women whose lives will be severely impacted by using contaminated water during their menstruation.
Well, watching it, at least I got the privilege of watching the video. So for me, it's just a confirmation of what is on the ground. And the happenings are not far from what we talked about over the years. And the key thing for me that I picked from this particular documentary has to do with the fact that in all aspects, especially when it comes to the right of a child or the right of a child, plans are being picked, which is critical in promoting the welfare of children. Clearly, you will see that there are major pillars of rights that have been abused in terms of how children need to be cared for in such environment. It should send a signal to us for us to take certain pragmatic steps under our rehabilitation and maintenance program. Then it means that the state is going to spend a lot of money to be able to do that, because to be able to subject a child to rehabilitation program, it is millions of dollars for you to even be able to rehabilitate a particular child, especially where the gravity of the issue is so much that it has become a norm in a particular society.
Minho Media Relations Officer of the Lands and Natural Resources Ministry, Pakwesi Shandov, vowed continuous government action to deal with illegal mining contaminating Ghana's water sources and leading to these issues. He, however, rejects claims that the government is failing in the fight against the menace.
The issues raised are valid issues indeed. To see that young girls are obviously going through a lot because of the impact of illegal mining is something that any logical person should be able to sympathize with. Indeed, I do as well. The good news, however, is that these developments or sins of this nature have the attention of government, and there are programs and initiatives to curb it. And so, yes, the results may not be immediate and instantaneous, but we'll certainly get there. We need to look at where we have come from and then where we have gotten to now. If we don't do that, then it would appear as if the current government of the day is sleeping on the job or is not staying on the deliverables. Between the last 8 years, and I have had cause to reiterate this repeatedly on this particular platform, that illegal mining did not begin today. We can all agree. It's an age-old, menace that has been with us. But over the last 8 years in particular, and this is not even to politicize the issue, but the background is very important. It has deepened particularly. The context should be that what has been the depth of the devastation and how is the government of the day now rolling out measures to deliver. We can measure directly what government is doing in proportion to the damage that we have seen.
Let's stay with illegal mining because a flag-bearer aspirant of the New Patriotic Party, Bryony Champon, is proposing some new measures to deal with the impact of the menace. Joining us right now for more on this is my colleague Kenneth Jesse. Kenneth Jesse, what more can you tell us?
Well, the flag-bearer aspirant for the MPP, Dr. Champon, has stressed that the pause that he's asking for should not be treated as a state of emergency, but rather a necessary national intervention that will protect the environment and safeguard the country's food systems.
Thank you very much, Kenneth Jesse, for that update. Let's move on to other stories and move away from Galamsey now. And the management of Gihok Distilleries Company Limited says it is struggling to implement the government's 24-hour economy initiative, citing low patronage of its products. Chief Executive Jones Aple says the influx of foreign alcoholic beverages on the Ghanaian market is crippling demand for locally produced brands, making it difficult to sustain extended production hours. He described the situation as worrying, adding that despite having the workforce to run a 24-hour operation, the company has been forced to scale down production due to weak market performance. Mr. Aple made the remarks when members of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Employment, Labour Relations and Pensions visited the company as part of their oversight responsibilities.
We started at 24 hours and not clocked. As I said, most of this night short, you are here to ensure how I work. I'm able to let my staff be motivated and feel like Ghanaians. So I'm good. But you had a company that for a very long time they were not doing adverts, but they felt they had a very superior and very respected products. It's true. It's true. But as you all know now, if you mention Castle Bridge and Hermafric, I believe if you are not 40 and above, probably we are looking at Abesu and Ayakumasi alone, we have over 22 other products that are competing with us. So if we want to do the 24-hour, I mean, we must do other things to complement what we do. Otherwise, we will not have capital. We will go and credit raw material, and produce, and they are sitting in warehouses.
My colleague Fatal Bayaga is with the committee and joins us for more. Fatal, you are the factory. How exactly is this impacting the operations of Gihok?
So, Pearl, they say that this situation is taking a toll on the operations because even if they produce more, they will not still get the needed patronage, which will further cripple their operations.
And were there any proposals to turn the situation around?
Yeah, so the company says that what they're considering now is to rebrand some more of their products in order to attract a lot more people to patronage the products that they produce here. Apart from that, the committee says that they will be meeting the Minister of Trade and Industry to take steps in addressing the issue of imported alcohol in order to, strengthen Gihok and make sure that it operates effectively.
Fatal Bayaga, thank you very much for joining us on the Midday News. Now let's turn our attention to other stories. And the Ghana cedi is fast gaining grounds against the US dollar. Less than a week after the Bank of Ghana announced that it was ready to inject up to $1.15 billion into the forex market this month. A joint news research monitoring of the local currency shows it has put on significant weight against the US greenback, becoming the best performer globally. Lead data and research analyst here, the joint news Isaac Kofi joins me in the studio with details. Isaac, how significant is this appreciation?
Well, Pearl, so since the Bank of Ghana announced that 1.15 billion market support package, the cedi has appreciated by some 11.5%. Now, the dollar, or the US dollar, which was trading around 12 cedi 40 pesos on the day of the announcement, is now hovering around 11 cedis 10 pesos, according to official data from the Bank of Ghana and what we are monitoring from Bloomberg as well. Yet to date analysis shows that the cedi is currently the best performing currency against the US dollar globally. Now, this marks the lowest exchange rate level in the past 35 days, with projections that indicate that the dollar could dip below 11 cedis today before the trading day ends.
And Isaac, how does this compare to the same period last year?
In fact, the data we have monitored shows that this is the period where the cedi is expected to be witnessing some mild depreciation, but the picture has been different. If you look at 2024, for instance, the cedi in the first half of October lost 0.38%, lost 1.6% in 2023, lost 10.26% in 2022, and 0.7% in 2020. So the average depreciation in the first half of October is usually around 3.12%. But this time around, we are witnessing an appreciation of 11.85%. And this is the best appreciation we've seen since COVID.
Lead data and research analyst here at Joy News, Isaac Kufieje. Thank you. The Ghana Health Service has announced an increase in seasonal influenza cases in parts of the country. The surge, according to the service, involves influenza A strains H3N2 and H1N1, both of which are part of the seasonal flu viruses that tend to spread during the rainy season. Head of our health desk, Fred Smith, joins me in the studio with more on this. Fred, first of all, tell us, what do we know about these two strains and whether they are deadly at all?
Well, Pearl, H1N1 and H3N2 are both types of influenza A viruses, which cause seasonal flu outbreaks around the world every year. Now, let me break them down for you. First, H1N1, we often call it the swine flu. Mm-hmm. It caused the 2009 global flu pandemic, we all know. But since then, it has become one of the regular seasonal flu strains. In most people, H1N1 causes mild to moderate illness, say fever, cough, sore throats, body aches, and fatigue, similar to regular flu. Now, however, it can be deadly for high-risk groups such as young children, pregnant women, the elderly, people with weakened immune systems, or chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, or heart disease. Now, H3N2, that's another common flu strain that tends to cause more severe illness in older adults and young children. H3N2 seasons often see higher hospitalization rates, especially among the elderly. Like H1N1, deaths can occur when complications such as pneumonia or existing health conditions worsen. So bottom line is, Pearl, neither H1N1 nor H3N2 is automatically deadly. Most healthy people recover fully, but for vulnerable individuals, both can be serious and even fatal without proper medical care.
So you've talked about the two strains, but how do I know if I've caught the flu?
Well, in the statement issued by the Ghana Health Service, it says the common symptoms include sudden fever, cough, sore throat, runny nose, body aches, headache, and fatigue. The flu spreads mainly through respiratory droplets from infected persons and touching contaminated surfaces.
And what is the Ghana Health Service doing about this?
Well, the service is advising the public to seek early medical care if they develop flu-like symptoms. They should stay at home when they are unwell and practice good hygiene, including regular hand washing with soap and water. It also encourages the use of face masks in crowded areas and avoiding close contact with sick individuals. So as you can see, similar to what we did to prevent the spread of COVID-19. And we know that basic schools and senior high schools have also resumed, and by this weekend, SHS students will be in school. The Ghana Health Service is urging school authorities, parents, and students to adhere strictly to preventive measures to safeguard the health of pupils and staff.
Fred Smith, thank you very much for bringing us that update on the different strains of the influenza. You're listening to the Midday News. Till ahead will tell you what Ghana's new National Adaptation Plan means for communities already feeling the heat of climate change.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Sankofa, Yenchi.
Kel, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Everywhere for everyone, yeah.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank accounts too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere. This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
1 ticket can turn 1 cedi into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
You're welcome back to the Midday News. Thanks for staying with us. Next is sports, and Musbao is here.
Yes, well, we're all looking forward to the World Cup, which the Black Stars have qualified. Nigeria is still yet to make it. They've made it to the playoffs and African playoffs, then they go to the World playoffs before they finally qualify. So quite a long journey for them. But President John Mahama has been urging Ghanaians to avoid interference in the business of the technical team of the Black Stars. According to him, it would be best for the nation if the coaches are allowed to handle the affairs of the squad without any distractions. His comment followed the mixed reactions over the future of head coach Tuado, even after guiding the Black Stars to their 5th World Cup.
Let's not bring any partisan considerations or ethnic considerations. We are one in supporting the Black Stars. The Black Stars is our team. It's a team for all Ghanaians. It's our national team. And so let us support them. Let's also give the management and technical team some peace. I know that we are 33 million coaches in Ghana, but please let us keep our coaching to ourselves and let the coaches and the managers handle the team without distracting them. There are sometimes we get so emotional, we start insulting some of the players and all that. And in these days of social media, people can say hurtful things, that will affect the mental health of the players. So please let us refrain from those things and support the Black Stars to the hilt.
Well, not sure what you make of that, but he spoke to a crowd-based sporty on that. Are you one of the coaches the president is referring to?
Certainly not.
All right, that's it for sports.
Thank you very much. Away from sports, this week on Climate Focus, we hear of Ghana's National Adaptation Plan, a strategy to build resilience against rising temperatures, floods, and change in weather. Nana Dr. Enchibu Siako Amwa of the EPA says climate change is already impacting Ghana, making urgent adaptation essential for the country's future. Michael Ashali has more.
Ghana is reeling from the harsh impacts of climate change, from scorching nights and shifting planting seasons to flooding in cities and rising sea levels along the coast. Experts warn that without urgent adaptation, livelihoods, health and national security are at risk.
Your bedrooms are getting warmer and warmer than before.
Director of Climate Adaptation and Vulnerability at the Environmental Protection Agency, Nana Dr. Entry Boesiako Amwa, is leading Ghana's National Adaptation Plan. He says the evidence is clear that climate change is no longer distant.
Some people are living far away from the seashore. Today, either they have been forced to move or they are about to move because the shorelines is getting closer and closer to them.
That is why Ghana is developing a national adaptation plan to build climate resilience into every sector of development.
Looking at it from medium to long term, instead of doing emergency responses.
For Joy News, Michael Ashale.
Climate Focus is brought to you by Joy News in partnership with Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging gaps for positive youth development, and the Climate Development Knowledge Network.
And have you been dreaming of owning a home where electronics will control your activities for so long? That's what Automation Ghana promises you at the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. They will help you fit your house so it can play music, answer questions, and even remind you of important events without sweat. Here the vendors tell you why you should choose this energy-efficient home designed for your comfort and convenience.
Talking about the sale and installation of CCTVs, we have fire alarm, intruder alarm, access control, time and attendance, video doorbell, tank styles, and recently we've added our new product, which is the body-worn camera. Yeah, so basically everything that has to do with security, electronic security, that is what we do. So this year we are giving 20% discount on all our products.
We are in the AI age and things are advancing a lot. So when we take, for instance, our smart home solutions, your home comes alive because it's not just a home that you have to be controlling everything by yourself. You have to wake up, turn on a switch for light, turn TV. You can schedule your home for it to do all of this by itself. So maybe in the morning, your TV should come on, it should start giving you a flash news, maybe from Joy News, the outside light should go off. All of this can be automated.
And let's gather for Ghana's biggest housing fair, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, from October 23rd to 26th at the Accra International Conference Centre. And let's talk about the National Science and Maths Quiz. And as the quiz is launched, Managing Director of Primetime Limited, Nana Ekuya Mensabunsi, says that this year's edition will feature 174 participating schools, the highest number in the competition's history. The national championship officially begins on Monday, October 20.
In line with our commitment to innovation and inclusivity, this year's balloting exercise was held virtually on 25th June 2025 to ensure wider participation and viewing by the schools while maintaining the transparency and integrity that the NSNQ is renowned for. At the National Championship this year, we have 174 schools participating. This is the largest number of participating schools at the National Championship in the history of the NSNQ.
174 participating schools. Adobia is here with what's trending NSMQ.
Yes. There's excitement building ahead of the 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz competitions. You know, it's been launched today, and people have already started talking about it. Every year comes with its own highs and lows.
Exactly.
Especially as this year's edition is seeing the highest number of schools participating. Everyone is rooting for their schools, but hey, may the best school win.
Exactly, may the best school win, and that's how we end the Midday News. I am Ofori. Many thanks.